Morning and welcome to Drone Industry Outlook 2025. My name is Muhammad ZAHRIN and I will be your host for today's discussion. In this episode, we will explore how drones could shape the future of Malaysia by the year 2035. Drones are no longer used only for photography or video recording. Today, they are becoming part of emergency response, tourism, agriculture, logistics, security healthcare, and even national development. Our main question today is, drone remain as supporting technology or will they become a new form of national digital infrastructure? To discuss this topic, I am joined by two panelists. First, we have ARIF, who will focus on drone technology development, emergency response, and search and rescue applications. Second, we have Yuntian, who will discuss the economic potential, tourism opportunities, jobs, and Malaysia's strategy to become a regional drone hub. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. I am glad to be here. From my perspective, drones will become one of most important technologies by 2035, especially in situations where speed, safety, and quick decision making are needed. For example, drones can be used to deliver first aid kits before an ambulance arrives, locate missing hikers in forests, and assist rescue teams during floods or other emergencies. So today I will focus on how drones can save lives and improve public safety in Malaysia.
Thank you for the introduction. I agree that drones have huge potential, but we should also look beyond emergency use. By 2035, drones can become a major driver for Malaysia's digital economy. They can create new industries, attract tourists through drone navigation, support small cities, and generate new career opportunities for young people. So in this discussion, I focus on how drones can support economic growth, tourism, future jobs, and Malaysia's position as the drone hub in ASEAN.
Thank you to both panelists. It's clear that drones are not just a use. They could become a part of how mission manage the economy, attract tourists, and prepare for the future. Let us begin our discussion with the first question. Panelist one, what do you think will be the biggest transformation in drone technology by 2025?
So for me, the biggest transformation will be the integration of artificial intelligence or AI. Today, most drones still require human operators. However, by 2035, drones will be capable of making decisions autonomously. For example, during floods or natural disasters, drones will be able to identify high risk areas, detect victims, and determine the most efficient rescue routes without waiting for human instructions. We also see the rise of swarm drone technologies, where hundreds of drones work together like a colony of bees. This technology can be used for disaster management, forest monitoring, border surveillance, and smart city operations.
That means drones in the future will not only fly, but they will also think and respond faster than traditional systems. Panelist 2, how this development connect with nation's economy?
Drone technology can strongly support Malaysia's digital economy. By 2035, drones can create new business models in logistics, agriculture, construction, security, and data service. For example, companies may use drones to inspect buildings, monitor plantations, deliver medicine, or collect real-time data for small cities. This means drones are not only physical machines, but also data generating tools. The real value for drones is not just flying. The real value is in the information they collect and how the information and details make a better decision. If Malaysia invests early in drone technology, we can attract startups, foreign investors, and high-scale jobs.
That is strong point. Drones can become part of both the physical economy and the data economy. Now, let us move to one idea that is recent the usual discussion on is tourism. Panelist 2, our team discussed that drones could become a new tourism attraction, similar to how JDT has used drone show to attract attention. What is your view on this?
I think this is one of the most exciting and creative opportunities. We have already seen how drone attitude can attract large crowds and create a memorable experience. By 2035, Malaysia could develop a new tourism product called Drone Tourism Experience. Imagine large-scale drone show in Langkawi, historical storytelling through drone formulation in Manaka, or cultural performance using drones in KLCC. Instead of traditional fireworks, thousands of drones could form images of the Petronas Twin Towers, while Bunan, hibiscus flowers, or the Harimau Malaya in the night sky. This could make Malaysia known as a technology-based tourism destination in ASEAN. It is also more memorable and reusable compared to fireworks, which makes it suitable for repeated events, festivals, national celebrations, and tourism campaigns.
That is interesting because drones are not only used for industrial purpose, but also for experience, entertainment, and national branding. Now, let's move to a more serious application, emergency response. Analyst 1, how can drones help during emergency before an ambulance arrives?
So that's a good question. So this could be a life-changing. In many emergencies, the first few minutes are critical, and ambulance may take 10 to 20 minutes to arrive, especially during traffic congestions or in remote areas. However, a drone could reach the location within a few minutes. For example, if someone suffered a heart attack in a public park, a drone could immediately deliver an automated external defibrillator or AED. Drones could also carry first aid kits, emergency medications, insulin, blood packs, or communication devices. More importantly, doctors or emergency responders could communicate with bystanders through the drone's camera and speaker systems while waiting for medical personnel to arrive. This means the drone does not replace the ambulance, but it becomes the first support system before professionals help arrive.
So, drones can become a bridge between the emergency call and the arrival of medical teams. That is a very practical idea. Now, another issue that has happened recently is people getting lost while hiking. Analyst 1, how can drones help in finding hikers or people lost in the forest?
So, alright, this is one of the most important application of drone technology. Traditional search and rescue operations often require many rescue personnel, helicopters, long search hours, and high operating costs. Drones can reduce these challenges. Within thermal imaging cameras, drones can detect body heat, even at night or in dense forest areas. For example, if a hiker is lost in mountains or forests, drones can scan a wide area quickly and send the location to rescue teams. This can reduce the time needed to find the missing persons. It also reduces risk to rescue personnel because they do not need to enter dangerous areas blindly. In the future, every search and rescue team should have a drone unit as a part of their standard emergency equipment.
That is a strong point. Drone can save time, reduce costs, and protect both the victim and the rescue team. Now let's discuss how drones can change industry. Panelist 2, which industry do you think will experience major change because of drones?
Several industries will be transformed. First, agriculture. Drones can monitor crop health, deploy fertilizer, detect disease, and help farmers improve productivity. Second, construction. Drones can inspect project sites, monitor progress, and improve safety by reducing the need for workers to enter dangerous areas. Third, logistics. In the future, drones may deliver medicine, more parcels, and answer documents, especially in rural for island areas. Fourth, energy and utility. Drones can inspect power lines, solar farms, substations, and pipelines without requiring workers to climb expensive structures. Fifth, tourism and entertainment. Drone shows can become a new attraction for events, festivals, sports, and national celebrations. So, the impact of drones is not limited to one sector. It cuts through almost every major industry.
That shows drone can become a cross-sector technology, not just a single-purpose tool, but when industry change, jobs will also change. Panelist 2, many people worry that drones will replace human jobs. What is your opinion?
It is true that some traditional tasks will be automated. However, technology does not only remove jobs, it also create new ones. By 2035, we may see new careers such as drone AI analyst, drone traffic controller, drone fleet manager, drone cybersecurity specialist, emergency drone operator, and autonomous flight system engineer. For example, if thousands of drones are flying daily, we need people to manage drone traffic, maintain drone fleets, analyze drone data, and protect drone systems from cybersecurity. So the future workforce must be trained not only to operate drones, but also to understand AI, data analysis, robotics, safety regulation, and cybersecurity.
That means students today should not only learn how to fly drones, but also how to manage and analyze drone systems. Now, let us move to the final major question. How can Malaysia become a drone hub by 2055? Panelist 1, from the emergency and safety perspective, what should Malaysia do?
So, Malaysia should develop a national drone emergency network. This network should connect hospitals, ambulance services, police, fire and rescue departments, disaster management agency, and local authorities. For example, when someone calls emergency services, the system can automatically send the nearest emergency drone to the locations. This drone could carry first aid equipment, AED, medicine, or communication tools. Malaysia should also train special emergency drone teams for floods, forest rescue, landslide, and remote area emergency. This would make emergency response faster, cheaper, and safer.
Panelist 2, from the economic and technology perspective, what strategy should Malaysia take?
Malaysia should focus on three strategies. First, develop a drone corridor for drone highways. These are special air routes for drones to operate safely without distributing aircraft for public areas. Second, create a drone innovation city. This could be a dedicated area where universities, startups, investors, manufacturers, and government agencies work together to test and develop drone technology. Third, Malaysia should support local drone manufacturing and export. We should not only buy drones from other countries, we should design, build, and export our own drone solutions to Asian markets. If Malaysia moves early, we can become a regional leader in drone technology by 2035.
Thank you to both panelists for the insightful discussion. From today's discussion, we can conclude that drones in 2025 will be much more than flying machines. They can support emergency response, help finding survivors, reduce rescue costs, transform tourism, create new jobs into industry, and strengthen Malaysian digital economy. Most importantly, drones could become a new form of national digital infrastructure. The question is no longer whether Malaysia should be used drones, The real question is whether Malaysia is ready to develop the right talent, policy, investment, and ecosystem to become a leader in this industry. Thank you for listening to the Drone Industry Outlook 2025. See you in our next episode. Bye.